Welcome to the Orange Cactus Coffee Podcast with Mike Kincaid and Jake Goebel. Join them as they experience specialty coffee and document their journey. These friends explore roasts and roasting methods, brewing equipment and techniques, and review the cafes they visit along the way.
Thanks, Brioni, and thank you for joining us for episode 82 of the Orange Cactus Coffee Podcast. Mike and I give you an update on his December dripper. I talk a little bit about the MadCap coffee that I'm drinking, also coffee from Brandywine, and we take a look at the Brew Time app that uses Scott Rao's recipes. We take a look at the AeroPress version and give you an update on Orange Cactus Coffee and us getting the Saguaro in. So we placed an order with a genuine origin, and we're excited about the beans that we're going to get. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Well, welcome to the Orange Cactus Coffee Podcast. This is a podcast about coffee. It's about discovery. It's about delivery. And it's about debauchery. No, that wasn't the three words. That was not the three words that you were using. What were the three words?
What three words?
Delivery, discovery, and deroastery.
And deroastery.
Well, welcome to the Orange Cactus Coffee Podcast. I am Jake Goebel. I'm sitting here with the Mike Kincaid, and we want to talk about coffee and all its awesomeness with you. We want to talk about roasting, selling, buying, drinking, consuming. If that's different than drinking for you, that's fine. Crunching,
trading,
whatever it is.
smuggling.
Put this in your mouth and eat it. Smuggling. Whatever it is you want to call it. But you had three words. So, Mikey, we always let you in behind the scenes, and it's way too much for Mike, but you were trying to revamp the website with
trying to define what we do. So when you see it right away, you're like, oh, okay. So,
because our website kind of stinks. And feel free to chime in on the website. You know, emails, Mike at orangecactuscoffee.com, Jacob at orangecactuscoffee.com, also Facebook, Twitter, or comments on the website. Just, you guys stink.
Well, don't.
What was the door just closed?
What do they call that?
I don't know. Ghost?
No, what's the
Ghosted?
fancy word for it?
I don't know.
Not
Aborigines?
No, what is it?
An aberration?
Is that it?
Abnormal?
I don't know. Ghost would know.
Ghostly roaster. What happens when the door closes and there's nobody else home? What is that
And
called?
there's nobody around to hear it.
So what were the three words that you used on the beginning of the site? I liked it. I wanted to throw that out there right now. Processed, varietal, and think.
No, it was discuss.
Discuss. That's what we're doing right now.
Review. And roast.
We're going to do that as well. Okay, we're going to discuss, we're going to review, we're going to roast. Well, we're not going to roast, but we are going to talk about roasting soon. So for those of you who have been reaching out being like, yo, what up with the bullet? How do we do it? How do we roast? How do we get this, that, or the other thing? How do you dial this in? To come. It is to come. Mikey is working very hard on answering your questions. Whoa. Okay, he's not working very hard. He's being a lazy turd, but he will get around to answering your questions about the Ileo Bullet R1. Also, today we're going to talk about the December dripper that falls under review.
The what?
The December dripper that is finally here. The December dripper. We're also going to talk about the coffee that we have ordered. That is, why are you covering my face with the December dripper? Mike is recording our podcasts on video and throwing them up on YouTube and Instagram.
I'm just showing the audience.
Throwing it out there, and he's covering my face, my beautiful face, with the December dripper so that the camera cannot see me. It's very sad.
Holding it up.
We've got some Brandywine coffee company. Brandywine coffee? Yep, we got some Brandywine. I don't know where Brandywine is, but they're good to go. We've got some MadCap here. MadCap is from Grand Rapids, Michigan. They were established in 2008, I can tell you for a fact, because their sticker says so. And then last but not least, we have some Ambition coffee up in the house, on the scene, on the set. Little bit of Jake Berryhill and Mike Dearth in the house. Yes, a Guatemala Huehuetenango Ixlama. Huehuetenango.
You nailed it.
Huehuetenango. Tuenanango.
Oh, I'm going to Charlie horse in my...
Ixlama. Ixlama.
That's a great name.
That is what we're drinking. So we've got a lot of coffee. We've got a lot of good stuff. We've got a great show lined up for you today. That reminds me.
We've talked about this before.
Yeah.
Like these names and calling them by, the region.
Huehuetenango.
Having client or
Ixlama.
a customer, can I get the...
The Huehuetenango Ixlama? Ixlama?
Oh, no. You want the Ixlama. That's what I said. Sure.
Is that... Did you say caramel or caramel? I don't think it's Huehuetenango. I think it's Huehuetenango.
Tenanengo.
Ixlama.
That's a great
Ixlama. Yeah.
I love it. It smells amazing.
Guatemala. It does smell very good.
This just came today.
This just showed up right now. Right now it showed up.
Yeah, I love that way.
That huehue is good to go. Love me some huehue. So anyhow, that's what we've got going on today. We're going to discuss coffee and coffee news. We're going to review some coffee and devices that we have experienced, and hopefully you gain some value from that. And we are going to roast, not live here on the show, but we've done that before. You can check previous episodes. If this is your first time joining us, thank you so much. If it's not, then you already know what time it is. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You already been here for roasting on the B-More. You already been here for roasting on the Ileo Bullet R1. You already know what time it is. You already know that I talk too much, Mike talks too little, and we have entirely too much fun.
Yeah.
I have no show notes. I have no idea what we're doing today.
I got show notes.
Okay,
Don't
perfect.
you worry.
Well, then you got to keep us on track.
Well, let's talk about the December, because that's what I thought. Though you were going to go and announce our new roaster. We've already done the B-More. We've already done the Bullet. And now we're moving up. That's where it seemed like it was going. So
okay.
I thought you were going to announce something that I wasn't aware of.
Brand new roaster in the house, on the scene, on the set.
Yep.
And that is Jake's Kitchen Oven.
We've got the new
Pan
San
fry.
Franciscan.
We got the... Oh, do we?
Yeah,
wow.
It's on order.
Wow.
Well, it's on my Amazon wish list. That's as good as ordered.
Do they have San Franciscans in Amazon? In the Amazon?
No.
I didn't think they did.
It's a handwritten wish list that says Amazon at the top.
It's not a public wish list or a private wish list? Okay.
Cool. It's private.
Cool.
So, yes, the December dripper.
The December dripper. Let me recap real quick, and then Mikey will get it in. So, the December dripper. Mike ordered it from Kickstarter. He was a Kickstarter backer back in January of 2017.
I don't know when I did it. It's been a while.
December of 2016, whatever. It was a long time ago. It was supposed to show up in June. It was not here in June. But now September, it is finally here. We've been complaining. We've been hassling them, not as much as others, but we've been getting on them pretty good, and rightfully so, I think. But now the December dripper is finally here. Also, the emails that Mike sent to December through Kickstarter, whatever, they are finally here as well. So once he received his December dripper, they finally answered the email and said, "Hey, I see it was delivered. Any other problems with this?" So weeks went by while they ignored him, and then finally, once they knew it was there, they reached out. That is chicken. There's another word there that I'm not going to use, but that's chicken. Yeah, it is.
I thought I was thinking scratch.
It is. Just look. If it ain't there, just come correct. Just say, "Hey, it's not there. I'm sorry to hear that. This is what's going on. Tell me what's up with mine." And the Kalita filters that apparently were the reason why Mike's December dripper was late is because there were insufficient Kalita filters to go around the world. He had to wait.
Yep.
Had to wait for more Kalita filters, and then they're going to send it to him.
That was just our assumption. I don't know, because other people that did not order filters with theirs received it sooner.
Oh, I thought that's what they said on Kickstarter. There was a comment there.
Well, there was also, you're right, that there was a delay in some of the filters, and they were hand testing each one because of the complaints of the leakage.
And it did dribble all over the place. But
little dribble.
Go ahead, Mikey. Now,
little dribble.
Take it. The mic is yours. The mic is Mike's. Tell us about the December dripper.
So the first thing, and I'll confess, just because of the challenges, and a lot of times there's a lot of hype with this thing. There's a lot of hype all over the Instagrams, and there's comments being thrown out there. I threw away all my other drippers, one dripper to rule them all.
Wow.
I'm thinking, is it really the be-all, end-all?
That is definitely Sauron then.
Yeah.
That was crafted
whatever that means.
In Mount Doom.
So I don't know. I just wanted to be in fitting with the theme of its delay and everything else, all the issues we've run into and lack of communication. wanted to get it and just day one.
Be neutral.
No, not even neutral. I just wanted to be like, this thing is whack. I don't even know why we waited for it.
Yeah, your heart's disposition towards it
because of
the purchase experience. You already had a negative vibe towards the product. When it finally showed up, you were mad already. Before you even tried it, you were mad.
And amongst all that was reading the challenges people were having with it leaking, not performing properly. So anyway, took it out of the box. First thing I noticed, it is a beautiful looking dripper. I think we have this is the stainless steel one. It looks great. It's sharp.
It's beautiful.
The printing on there, I don't know if it's silk screening or what.
Laser etched, but it's nice.
It looks good. It feels smooth when you twist it. You know, it's just got this buttery, silky.
Oh, it's got butter all over it?
Yeah, I think they put a little...
Did you bring the card down or no? Where's the card? Remember I wanted to read the card?
It's on the desk.
Oh, it's on the desk.
Yeah, I can get it, though.
Yeah.
It's a good idea to get it.
We'll pause. We'll pause and we'll get it because I want to read it. I want to read it.
What do you mean we're going to pause? I'm sure you can talk for 10 seconds.
Oh, okay. Well, so Mike brought it over, and he was very passionate about making me a cup of coffee with it. And all in all, it was good. I thought it was very good. The box that it comes in looks pretty cool. The coolest thing I thought was the card. Get that thing out of my face. Was the card that shows up with it. There's the filters. And that's the reason why we can't have nice things. So there's a pretty cool card. But I think what is on the card is very telling.
Yeah, so let me continue my story.
Yeah.
When I unboxed it, very beautiful design. Has the little rubber... I don't know what you want to call it.
Sleeve, handle.
Yeah, sleeve's good. Gasket around there, which they said because it gets quite hot. And so they put that on so you can handle it easier.
Because it's metal with no handle.
Correct. So the next thing you notice, as Jake's saying, is the card. And on the back of the card, there are, 10?
Yeah, a lot.
11 bullet points.
Yeah, we're going to go through all of them.
And a diagram with a little assembly.
Yeah.
And list of all the parts.
Yeah.
And that's a little involved for just a dripper.
For a dripper.
So you said we're going to go through all of them?
I'm going to go through all of them, yeah. Because here's the thing. If you want to buy it, if you're thinking about buying it, you've been waiting to hear about it, you want to know if you should pull the trigger or not, I'm going to read it to you, and Mike is just going to deal with it. Just deal with it.
Well,
Mike.
Maybe you can condense some of them.
Okay. All right. So the first one here, I think it was just very telling. Dishwasher safe, wash before first use. That is a great idea. I did not do that with my Wintersmith ice things. I mean, I rinsed it but didn't wash it. Big mistake.
Nothing goes wrong.
All right,
with
December drippers are handmade and may show minor surface imperfections. So if you get one that's mashed up,
no problem.
You deal with it. All right, distortion due to shock, etc., may not be repairable and may affect usage. So if you put hot water or cold water or whatever on it, it might break, and you still got to, you have to deal with it. Okay, perfect. The 2mm hex screw may need occasional retightening or adjustment. Perfect. I've got it. It tells you which one is which, so it tells you what's what. The hex screw, PTF, washers, and gasket may show wear after use over time. Replacement parts are available from DecemberDripper.com. Hey, you could probably buy a new one if this one breaks. Uses 18.5mm basket-style paper coffee filters. Why not just say use Kalita 185 filters?
Because they're not endorsing.
Even other brands that I have say just use the Kalitas.
Maybe their relationship is tainted now.
The product materials are 18-10 stainless steel and silicone rubber. The axle screw is adjustable with a 2mm hex wrench or Allen key, not included. Not included. You need your own, homie. You need your own. Product can reach temperatures of up to 212 degrees Fahrenheit, 100 degrees Celsius during normal use and can burn. Mm-hmm. Burn you, burn me, or just burn itself. I don't know, but it can burn. The silicone sleeve can be removed for washing. Have you tried that yet?
What?
Have you tried to remove the silicone sleeve yet? Yeah. And how easy is it?
It's not hard.
Nice.
Yeah, let's put it back on.
0. Oh, is it tough to get back on?
That's a little harder. It's not hard, but...
a little tricky.
I would just say I would like to film you the first time. I think it'd be fun.
That would be fun. Because that's what didn't I mess up the groove? I mean, you already had some experience with the groove when we did the video because we wanted to be fair to the groove, but then you had an idiot. You just There was a village somewhere that's missing their idiot, and it was me that you brought in
It's so good.
to test the groove on. All right, so stage 0. This is the last point here. Stage 0 may allow a small flow of liquid through the dripper. This is normal and is due to the seal between the gasket and the dripper. Now, typically, if I tell you that there is 0, you think that that is 0, means like nothing. Their 0 is not a 0. It's a 0.5. It's a 0.5. It's a something or other. It's not a 0. Their 0 is not a true 0.
Nope.
0-1 is closed, but it's not really closed. It's a dribble. Stage 1 is 4 holes. Stage 2 is 8 holes. And stage 3 is 12 holes. This is the variable flow coffee dripper known as December. All right, Mike, quit looking at your phone. How is it?
No, it's good.
Give us your initial...
I've got some relevant, up-to-date information that I'll throw in at the end.
How many days have you had it now? A couple days? 3 days? 4 days? 5 days? By the time you guys hear this, Mike will have had it.
Monday. Yeah, today's like day 2 using it.
Yeah. So by the time you hear this, Mike will have been using it for a week.
Yeah. So the first impressions when I brewed with it, it's nice. It's very similar to the Kalita in style and design. And my initial...
It means it's a flat bottom.
It's a flat bottom. Obviously, the filter from the Kalita fits right in there. The one thing that I've found valuable initially is that I can, on the fly, adjust how many holes are open in the bottom and control the flow. And that's been helpful.
So if you grind too fine, you can increase the flow. If you grind too coarse, you can tighten it up a little bit.
Exactly. I'm thinking, wow, this is taking a little too long. And it's proven to be successful. I've had good cups with it. Now, I know there's a lot more intended to its use as far as, dialing it in or having recipes. I haven't got that far with it.
Okay.
To me, it's kind of like another variable that, with making coffee, as you learn more, you realize, wow, there's a lot of variables. Brew temperature, grind size, how quickly you pour the water, how much water. Now you have how many holes on your dripper do you want exposed?
Yeah.
If you expose too many holes, that might not be a good thing.
No, it's not. It's definitely not a good thing.
So
some holes need to be covered up.
Initially, I'm sticking with 2 because I like to be,
right in the middle.
Not
fair
1, not 3. 0's truly not 0. It does dribble. And you noticed that when I made coffee for you, it was coming out the side a little bit.
Yeah, it leaks out the side.
And that leads me to their most recent update.
Oh.
Which is quite long.
About the leaking gaskets, a permanent fix and a request for patience.
So here's
How
the
about
deal.
this? You ask for patience. How about you give communication first?
Communicate and then say...
Here's communication.
Yeah, so this is reactive to a lot of people's...
Complaints?
Issues that they're having. Yeah. I was skimming through this while you were talking because I didn't see this.
It's long.
Very long.
It's long.
But the gist of it is
we're not going to read it all. It's on Kickstarter.
Yeah.
But here, give us the gist, Mike.
Gist of it is, yes, there's a problem. And ultimately, we decided the solution is a new gasket. So the good news. First, we're going to send every Kickstarter backer who got a December dripper as rewards the new gasket, no charge.
Eventually.
They want them to be used as designed. And the only way they feel good about that is if we eat the cost of both the gasket and the postage and send everyone a replacement gasket. We sincerely hope this will resolve any issues fully and that you can see how much we want everyone to be happy with their drippers. Now, the bad news. It'll take about 2 months. So that's where they're asking for patience.
So 2 months, what is that in Kickstarter years? Like you're a year old, but in dog years, it's like 7?
It could be. About 2 months. So they don't really know.
Okay.
So the good news is they're acknowledging it. Good news is they're providing a solution free of charge. Bad news is it might take a little bit of time. So hang tight. But see, that was my overall impression, though, is that this is a pretty complicated dripper. Yeah. I think my first impressions is that it's great for maybe home use. It's nice to have in your arsenal. It's something fun to play with. But for daily shop use, with all the parts that might need to be replaced or tweaked or retightened, I just don't see it being very practical, even if you're a coffee shop owner that only serves less than 10 cups an hour per Scott's recommendation.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
So that's just, to me, it's very pretty, and I think it will do a great job, and hopefully with the new gasket, it will perform
easy on the eyes.
as intended. And we know some people, I think Manny got the titanium.
Woo, Manny G.
That's really nice to look at.
Yeah.
But over time, yeah, we'll see. Time will tell. Over time.
Time will tell.
Time will tell.
Oh, nice. Well, thank you, Michael.
And on that bombshell.
What's next? Perfect.
Moving
Good job.
right along.
Moving right along.
Have you had any coffee this week?
Oh, man,
Have
I've
you been
drank so
anywhere?
much coffee.
Have you been anywhere? Let me rephrase that.
Coffee.
Let me say that again.
Say it again, buddy.
Say it with your words.
Use your words, Mikey.
Have you been to any coffee shops? Any experiences to report on?
I'm ashamed. I want to hide it from the world, but I'll confess to what I did this week if you want me to talk about it.
Yeah. What? Wait, should we?
I don't know, but I mean, it'll probably be good to get it off my chest, but it was wrong, and I'm ashamed to admit it.
Well, I guess this isn't live, so you can always
edit it out
when regret sets.
I'm not going to edit it out. I'm going to come clean.
What? This is good. This is
okay. Last Wednesday, as I was coming home from work, I stopped across the parking lot, and I had a tall decaf mocha. Yeah.
A tall?
Yeah.
So that
a little one.
That sounds like
a little one. No, it's reverse. It's backwards. For Starbucks, it's small.
I know, but that's that's a Starbucks lingo.
Yeah, it's a little guy.
So you had a Starbucks decaf mocha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Terrible.
How do you think that makes your family feel?
Terrible.
Is that a feeling you want to experience again?
No.
Okay. Well, I think you've learned your lesson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Plus, we installed a tracker in your car. So.
Oh, you already knew?
Yeah, we already knew. We've been tracking you for some time now. And we just thought, well, if he goes once, that's okay. If he goes twice...
intervention?
we may have to...
a decaf intervention?
Rethink this whole coffee podcast thing.
A moon penny intervention? You can't be going to Starbucks.
Okay, all joking aside.
You can't be going to Starbucks. And then secondly, you can't be drinking decaf at Starbucks. Who does that?
Who does that?
That's not specialty.
I mean...
That's not specialty.
The one last option is, hey, at least I can get my caffeine from Starbucks.
Yeah.
But
now you're not even getting caffeine.
Well, how was the mocha, though?
It was not very good. It's never any good. And I keep going back. It was not very good.
It never satisfies?
It never satisfies.
It's kind of like a chocolate-covered dirt ball.
Yeah. That's exactly what it was.
Oh.
I need an espresso machine at home so I can come home and at least I can hide while I'm making decaf coffee.
He's in the corner. It's like your 10th one today, buddy.
I'm ashamed of you.
I'm going to unplug the machine right now.
It was nice. The person at the window taking my order was nice.
It was a good interaction.
Yeah, it was a good interaction.
So is that really what drove it? You just wanted human interaction.
Well, I'd been interacting with humans. I wanted a little more than what I was doing.
You were serving, though.
Yeah.
And you wanted to be served.
Yeah. I just wanted the taste of nasty coffee, I guess.
Oh, that's good stuff.
I just wanted the taste of burnt coffee, but I didn't want the caffeine because I didn't want to stay awake at night.
Yeah. A little mocha.
A little mocha. Just a little bit.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Just a little bit.
It's all good. It's all good. So thanks. I didn't go anywhere, so you got me beat.
Well,
I stayed home and made my own pour-over coffee.
That's probably better. That's probably better than what I had. Did you drink any decaf?
No.
So there's no shame there.
But I did have some Cascara.
Cascara.
Cascara?
Cascara.
Cascara.
Did you have it in the alley, the back alley, fixing it up?
No, I had to go outside, though. It
Yeah.
stinks up the house, so
Yeah.
got to make it on the back porch.
No. Do you make it in the French press?
I do use a French press.
I broke my French press. Did you listen to the Daily Ristretto or no?
No,
I
try
broke
not
my
to.
French press making potato juice for my daughter for a science experiment. I'll leave it at that. Nope, you got to listen. You got to listen. Moving right along.
If you haven't heard, go back to last week and listen.
Daily Ristretto 140.
140.
140.
You want to know how to break a French press?
Listen to Daily Ristretto 140. So I did order some coffee. Lots of coffee.
You did.
I ordered Brandywine. I ordered MadCap. And I ordered a little thing we know as ambition.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so quick rundown. What do you like about Brandywine?
Everything.
Okay.
The coffee is excellent. I got a naturally processed something or other. Who knows where it was from? You know, Donna Francis y Oscar Chacon, Cumbres del Poas.
A natural.
Natural. There's a bear on it.
Yeah, there's a bear.
Pedo bear.
Taking a
sitting,
nap.
Yeah, the bear taking a nap, sitting underneath the tree. Brandywine,
This is the
I
coolest
ordered
part, though.
I ordered an espresso bean from them, and I ordered more Cascara.
That's the cool.
Yeah, they put a little wax,
The wax seal is
on it.
great.
The wax
I love the
seal on
wax seal. So you also got MadCap though,
MadCap.
which was cool. And I did see.
You did see.
I did see that the packaging it came in what you liked. It was
The
better.
box, the box that came in. The Brandywine that comes in a USPS envelope. It comes beat to hell, but the coffee's really good. So MadCap, it comes in a sweet box. The bag is not a Ziploc seal like Brandywine zip top seal. Ziploc.
It's got the little.
It's just kind of a tabby roll.
The tabbies, yeah.
The tabby roll seal. Not a big fan of the tabby roll seal, but overall the MadCap presentation is very cool. Yeah. And the coffee was okay. It was their 616 blend, so it wasn't a single origin. So yeah,
it's like their house offering.
Their house
right?
offering.
Like
and it was
go-to.
It was meh.
Good for cream and sugar.
Meh. Yeah, it was good for cream and sugar. The high notes were a little higher than I probably would like. I'd like a little more body, a little more base, a little more nutty chocolatiness. Probably for a little house blend.
Yeah.
Yeah. To stand up for cream and sugar.
And then we have yet to try.
Lastly, Ambition. Big shout out to Jake and Mike, the other Mike and Jake.
Yeah, not to be confused.
Not to be confused with Mike and Jake here. This is a Mike and Jake elsewhere. But it was a single origin in Guatemala. Huehuetenango. Huehuetenango.
I would see, you're good. I would have called it
Huehuetenango.
I would have called it Huehuetenango.
Huehuetenango.
Huehuetenango. It's almost
Ixlama. 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 Anyways, this is a single origin from Guatemala. It's roast to order. They came in a brown bag.
Yeah.
And
got the seal on the back.
pull to open tab on it, the instructions, which I'm a little covetous because ours don't have the instructions on it. And I realized that people will cut our bags.
That happens.
I don't know if it's only when they film themselves and they get a little nervous. You know what I mean?
You just cut it open. I think they just get excited.
Do you want to open this? Do you want to see?
Yeah,
the
let's
beans?
open it.
I'm going to open it right now. I love the bag. Love the brown. I love the vibe. It came in a USPS box.
Okay. So protected the bag. Here, take one out. Put it in your mouth.
Oh, yeah. Let's crunch these. Actually, I'm not going to because I think that's super weird, but you can.
It's not weird.
No, it's super weird.
No.
But it smells good. Like Guatemala smells good. Cover it with chocolate, and then I'll put it in my mouth. Plain and simple. Plain and simple.
Okay, good. Pro tip of the week.
Pro tip of the week. Cover anything in chocolate makes it better, including the spider coffee that I had Sunday morning. You really got to listen to the Daily Ristretto, so you're behind, Mike.
Yeah.
Mike, you are behind. Okay. Mike is behind, but you are caught up with us. All right, Mikey, what's next on the agenda?
Okay. So I'm crunching on this bean. It's pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think Mike roasts in that arrangement as well. There must be something about the name Mike that attracts roasters and the name Jake that attracts marketers. But then again, I could be wrong.
Could be.
So, Mike, Jake, if I'm wrong, forgive me.
It's very good.
Ambition.
Guatemala's going to be good.
I've got a lot of ambition.
Very good. No, I thought last week we could mention something we've talked about previously, but kind of recap.
Okay, perfect. So
that was a slew of words that didn't make sense.
Good. So last week's good. You thought
tying it all together. We gave a recipe.
Should we do anything this week or no?
Listen to last Brew Tip of the week. Check out last week.
Good. You are really good at this podcasting stuff. I don't know if you know that or not.
Your notes say see previous. That's not helping us. No, but we talked about Scott Rao's V60 recipe. And it reminded me, I'm just thinking, wow, I've had good success with it. I've enjoyed it. He has partnered with the people that created the Brew Time app.
Oh, is this the Brew Tip of the week?
Yes.
Do we have a jingle for the Brew? I don't think we have a jingle for Brew Tip of the week.
Well, give me something right now.
Brew Tip of the week.
All right, well, maybe you'll do better next time.
Okay. No, give me another chance.
All right, next week. So this one, I wanted to focus on an AeroPress recipe that is in there. This app, if you haven't checked it out, I want to say it's free, but it might be $1 or $2.
It was free.
Was it free?
Yeah, I just got it today.
Oh, good.
I haven't used it yet.
Yeah.
So there might be some in-app purchases, as they call them.
Yeah. But it's super simple.
Freemium.
Freemium?
Freemium.
Premium.
Freemium.
With the word free in front of it?
Yes, only, and without the P. So if it's freemium, it means to get you in is free. But then if you want to do the... He's choking on. He's dying. Mike is dying from chew. This is pro tip. Little pro tip of the week. Little pro tip of the week. That's why you don't chew coffee beans, especially not while you're recording a podcast, unless you first smother them in chocolate. Then it's acceptable.
Well, you gave me a pretty large bean.
Oh, yeah. I thought that's exactly what I did. I reached in there and I pulled out the biggest dadgum stinking coffee bean I could find and then made you crunch it.
You did.
All right. So, anyways, the AeroPress recipe for, what's this, Brew Time app? Is that what it's called, Brew Time?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. And freemium is you get you in for free, and then premium options cost money, kind of like Angry Birds.
Yeah.
Right? Angry Birds is free, but, if you're having a tough time passing a level and you want more lives, you have to pay 99 cents or $2.99 or whatever in-app purchases.
Perfect. So this is very simple. There's AeroPress, French press, Chemex, and mocha.
Wait.
And vacuum.
Chemex?
Mm-hmm.
Look, it says fans love the Chemex for its aesthetic beauty and the clarity of coffee it produces. There's not a sentence there about why Scott doesn't like the Chemex.
Not a huge fan of it, but he does have a recommendation in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The Chemex is perhaps the most romantic and beautiful of coffee brewers and is prized for the interactive experience of making the coffee and the flavor clarity it produces. There you go.
So there's a slider on there. What is the slider do?
Yeah, so the slider, when you choose a brew method, you can pick how much coffee you're doing. See up top. And then also adjusts your water.
And what is the ratio? Do you know what the ratio is?
I don't. The other ones were 16, right around 16.3.
16.3 to 1?
At least for the V60.
Okay.
So, but it gives you Scott Rao's recommendation going back to the AeroPress. He recommends 15 grams of coffee, 250 milliliters of water at 95 degrees Celsius.
Celsius, I think.
Centigrade.
Centigrade.
What does that mean?
Centigrade.
It's just another fancy word.
Yeah.
So it is inverted, which they don't tell you up front or at the beginning, but they tell you to flip. So in my mind, you can only flip
if it's inverted.
If you've already flopped first.
Maybe flip it all the way around. Give it a little shake. Maybe they call it the Rao flip.
Is that the Rao spin?
Yeah, the Rao spin and the Rao flip.
So this is when you can do the Rao flip. So total time is 135. They recommended adding 30 milliliters of water to wet all the grounds. Wait about 20 more seconds. Allow the coffee to bloom. They do bloom, which is interesting.
Bloom with the AeroPress.
It's an immersion method. But
it is an immersion method.
One thing I will say, I think, with the AeroPress that this might be beneficial. Sometimes you can't get all the water in there because it's so active.
Yeah.
Right? Your chamber is only so big.
Yeah.
So by letting it bloom, you might be able to get more water.
Gotcha.
Then pour another 220 milliliters of water into the chamber. Use the stir in a circular motion, Jake, not zigzag. Not zigzag.
Well, that counts me out. I've been doing it wrong the whole time.
Back and forth.
Yeah.
Though that's what I think Tim does. Secure the cap, place cup on top, and flip the AeroPress. There's kind of a unique tip that I don't do. They put the cup upside down on top and flip the whole setup. See what I'm saying? No, you're lost.
Yeah, but that
We lost.
I'm trying to think of myself at 5:30 in the morning,
putting a cup
on top.
That sounds like a mess.
Yeah, it sounds like it's an accident waiting to happen.
And the bean is still stuck in my throat.
Yeah, I imagine. What happens when you press start? Does a timer start?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it counts down for you, and it walks you through each step.
Pause.
See?
Bloom.
You can pause and stop. So, like when you get to that point, you can pause because little sound to let you know to advance.
Don't pause. Get there.
Final step was plunge until hissing sound.
I plunge through the hiss for a full body.
There you go.
I want some of those.
Do you stop short? You think you get a little cleaner cup?
Yeah, I don't want to stop short. I want a little heavier body, a little heavier cup. Now, the AeroPress is an immersion method. And last week I gave you a device.
You did?
To check out a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
For an immersion method.
Yeah.
Do you recall this immersion method dripper? And you said you liked it, surprisingly.
It was the Bonavita.
The Bonavita immersion dripper. I gave Mike mine, and
Your replacement.
My replacement.
Yeah.
And he's liking it.
I think it's been great. It's been good. Love it.
Great. Moving right along.
Instead. No, it reminds me of the Clever, but a little nicer.
A little more clever.
A little more.
It's like the Clever Dripper, but a little more heavy duty.
Yeah.
Because it's porcelain, not plastic.
Exactly.
Ceramic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or just have good cups with it. So, and it's a little bigger, so you can do more too. It's bigger.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I think. All right.
Cool.
Let's get off Captain Obvious Street here and move on to the next. You waiting for me? This is good. I'm leading the show.
You are. You're doing this.
I'm on the coffee train. You're bringing up the caboose. Orange Cactus coffee update. We have ordered. We dropped.
We have sold out coffee on our website.
We dropped the hammer.
Yeah. So
As they say. We
very
committed.
nice. We spent almost $500 on green beans.
Green beans.
Green beans.
What are we going to do with these?
Which is great because I'm not going to say whose wife it was, but one of our wives said, you should have done this before you ran out of beans for the previous coffee. And I just want to take this time to say, yes, you're absolutely correct.
Yes.
But we did not.
I did not.
We failed.
Many factors.
Many factors.
Many. Too many to go into right now. But we did. We finally decided on a couple different, something unique too, that we wanted to do. We found a Guatemalan and a Colombian that we liked from genuine origin, and we said, why not get them both?
Why
I think
not
you
do
said
both?
that.
Yeah,
that wasn't in my mind. My mind's like, let's just pick one and go with it.
I said, hey, if the saguaro is a category, and we've had a Costa Rican and a Mexican bean fit that category description, why not offer two? Because we like both of them. We like the Colombia and we like the Guatemala.
Yeah, we did.
So why not just offer both of them? Because they both were really, really good.
They were slightly different, but both held up well to cream and sugar.
Yeah.
And so we're excited for them. So far, the service with Genuine Origin has been excellent. Everything comes to us in Grain Pro bags and with proper storage. We'll have it for some good time to come.
What else? They also offer other services besides just buying green beans. Mike, what are those other services that they offer?
Other services?
Yeah.
Are you referring to
I am.
what I was told by our buddy Dave? Yeah, I was told that they, from time to time, will also offer to bring you to Origin. I don't know all the details of how that works.
But we want to find out when the time comes.
That they sometimes offer you packages where you just got to get there. You just got to pay for airfare. They kind of put you up in one of the rooms or somewhere nearby where they're already at. Take you to the farm.
Make you work.
Yeah.
Make you earn your freedom.
Yeah, here's your tent. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Here's your shovel. You can go behind that tree there. But either way, it sounds like it could be a great opportunity.
It really does sound good.
And I know other vendors, suppliers do something similar, but I didn't realize they did that. So it just kind of fits with their whole theme, right?
Yeah.
Genuine. Going to Origin.
Origin. Nice.
So maybe one day we'll be able to participate and take you along. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
Podcast on location.
That would be very cool.
That would be awesome.
What else would be cool is if we had like a giveaway where we took one person with us.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Would that be like...
We gave away hats in the past. Maybe now we give away
a trip to Central America.
But we wouldn't... Now, here's the thing. Would we make them stay with us? Or we say, look, hey, you can roll, but you don't have to... You don't got to come kick it with us. You really don't.
Yeah, you can get your own room.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, I don't want to share a tent with you or a shovel. And I certainly don't want to be on your silly show. I just signed up to go to Origin.
Yeah.
I don't even know who you guys are.
Yeah. In fact, can I ride in the other van?
All right. Moving right along. That's our update for the Orange Cactus Coffee. So we're gonna have two Saguaro offerings, and we're gonna have one King Cup offering. Yeah. And we're still pursuing a natty.
Yeah.
A natty so you can get that blueberries to the face. But
I think we made significant progress.
Yes, I think we found the cactus name for it.
We?
Yeah. The blue candle.
I think
the blue candle cactus.
The blue candle. Didn't your wife find it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was going to take credit because we were one.
No.
We're one.
No.
The missus and I are one.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
So anything that she does good, you do good, and anything that you do bad, she does bad.
Correct. She doesn't listen, so yes.
Got it.
That is correct.
But there's a cactus called a blue candle.
The blue candle.
So you would connect it with blueberries to the face.
Blueberries to the face.
Good job. Good job. Now we got a name. We just got to find the bean.
Yeah, cool.
I'm excited about that.
And are we going to go with genuine origin, or are we looking for Sweet Maria's? Who are we looking with?
Well, right now, I think we're looking for the best bean that we're willing to pay for.
Yeah.
So if that ends up being with Sweet Maria's, I like genuine origin, so I'm going to definitely search there. I looked briefly. There's not much natties out there.
Not many natties?
Not many natties.
Not many natties. Well,
hit and miss. Hit and miss, but we'll find one. We will find one. Okay. That's it. That's it. Then we can finish up. We got some more coffee knowledge.
Let's do it.
You want to do it? I found something interesting in the Book of Roast here. There's a section that starts to talk about the geography and the elevation.
Ooh.
And I found it interesting. And maybe you guys will too. Just a little background, something you kind of already realized, but this gives you maybe a little bit more to go on.
I like it. The Book of Roast is from Roast Magazine. It was published earlier this year. They still have some for sale on their website. I mean, you can still jump on there and buy it, but it is a monster. It's expensive. Yes. It's a little pricey. There it is. Yep, Mike is showing the camera, covering my face again. Again, he does this to me.
I'll just give you an opportunity to yawn behind it.
It's the abuse that I put up with that makes this show so rewarding, I think, for other people.
Geography.
Geography.
And then on the next page is elevation.
Elevation. All right.
Get it?
Coffee is grown between the tropics of Capricorn and Cancer. Those are latitudes, aren't they? Longitudes, latitudes?
I
think those are latitudes
those are
on the Earth. Bands along the Earth. As you move either north or south of these latitudes, boom, I was right. Of course, I said latitudes or longitudes, and it's just latitudes. The risk of frost increases, or the frost giants. If you're a fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and you watch Thor, then you know there's frost giants out there.
Oh, ruining coffee that grows.
Frost giants, and also frost itself, can devastate a coffee plantation by turning the coffee tree's leaves brown, and in severe cases, completely wiping out the tree's foliage. The microclimate of a location also impacts how well the coffee will grow. Certain areas that have extreme winds are not as suitable for growing coffee, as the winds can hinder the maturation of young trees and knock blossoms and cherries off the tree. If the farm happens to lie in a convergence zone, it will receive too much rain. This will not allow for a predictable harvest cycle. Another factor that plays a role in creating quality coffee is elevation. As you go higher in elevation, the potential for unique tasting coffees increases. The reason is that coffee grows slower at high altitudes, producing a harder bean. A hard bean generally will possess a crisper, higher level of acidity. For example, a Brazilian Sulminas, which is grown at around 2,000 feet, can have a mild, nutty flavor, but it will not have the high acidity of a coffee grown at higher elevation. Not only does a harder bean increase acidity levels, it also goes through processing with less chance of physical damage. Coffee flourishes at an average temperature of 68 degrees Fahrenheit. If the average temperature goes much higher or lower, the tree will become unhealthy and produce a subpar crop. This is the balance that a farm must keep. The trees must be high enough to produce great tasting coffee, but not so high that they can get frost. The closer you get to the equator, the higher the coffee can grow. In certain areas of Ecuador, not to be confused with equator, in certain areas of Ecuador, coffee is grown as high as 9,500 feet above sea level.
May get some of that.
But as you move to the southernmost growing regions of Brazil, coffee can only be grown at 2,000 feet due to the frost zone. And the frost giants.
And the frost giants. Don't forget that.
Yes, yes.
Well, there you have it. We always knew that coffee was grown around the equator belt, and that higher meant that it was better for some reason. Well, not necessarily better, but just had different properties. And I thought it put it quite well.
It's a little more acidity. It's a harder bean that makes it more acidic and
more
gives
resilient.
it a little better flavors.
And that answers your question, Jake, why we can't grow it here.
Because we get frost out here.
Yep. Just
we
kill
have
it.
frost giants.
Just kill it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
It's pretty crazy to think about, though.
Unless you're going to grow it
Indoors.
Which that to me, I was my daughter was asking me about it, and I was like, well, you could set up like a hydroponic warehouse, but the crop itself you can't sell for as much as, other crops that are grown in hydroponic warehouses in southern, southwestern United States.
You need to grow a lot of them.
You got to grow a lot of them,
and still then,
and you can't sell it for $20 an ounce.
No, nor can you sell it as grown at 7,000 feet on the hillside of a volcano.
Yeah,
you don't have that going for you.
Now, I guess you could keep monkeys as well.
Oh, no.
And if they eat them and poop them, then maybe it makes it worth it to grow it hydroponically locally. But in the other way, I mean, it's just you'd have to charge way too much.
Yeah. It's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
So that's why we import.
That is why we import
from
places that grow the coffee naturally.
Yes. Thank you, Jake.
You're very welcome.
And so that's all the notes that I've got.
Perfect.
What else do you want to say today?
Nah, that's pretty much it. I don't think I have much of anything else really of value to offer.
Hasn't stopped you before?
No, it really never has. Except that I'm still as excited to be on this coffee journey with you today as I was when we started. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you for buying our coffee. Thank you for your words of encouragement. Thank you for taking time out of your day to send us emails and messages and leave comments. It just really appreciate you listening. Even if you're not buying our coffee or whatever, you're here with us, you're hanging with us, and you're giving us recommendations on coffees we should drink and things that we should do. And I just appreciate you.
It's great. I really appreciate it. Thanks for being our friend. Did I screw this one up?
Never, Mikey, never. Thank you so much for joining us for the Orange Cactus Coffee Podcast. You can find the show notes at orangecactuscoffee.com/episode 82. And talk to you next time. Bye.